I play Igor Straussman. Victor sees me in the circus, where he finds me, spots my talents and sort of lifts me out of this god-awful existence that I've been living for sort of my entire life.
Victor Frankenstein is the original mad scientist, as was conceived by Mary Shelley and as reconceived by Max Landis and Paul McGuigan and myself. It's quite fun. You are playing the original crazy archetype mad scientist.
I'm Detective Inspector Turpin. I'm here to investigate missing body parts.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Are you not afraid to challenge the natural order?
Mr. Frankenstein.
No. And it's Frankenstein.
I remember the first scene I had with James on the movie was a really key scene very early on in the movie where we first get back into his apartment and he, for reasons that become very clear and are very well-intentioned, beats the crap out of me.
He is the fastest person I have ever worked with at getting to set. His enthusiasm for getting to work and doing the work and delving deep into the work is infectious.
Just the stuff he brought to that first scene, he's brilliant. And when you see James kind of like being really bold, it definitely gives me more confidence to play around as well.
I've always prided myself as somebody who goes to set as soon as I'm called. Don't make people wait, don't hang about in my trailer. So there I was on my first day of shooting. Get called through my trailer, I'm like, here I come, I'm very professional, you see, slightly proud of myself, patting myself on the back. Nobody will wait for me, and I just hear boom, and it's Daniel like sprinting to set. I was like, holy man.
I think it is time you met our monster. Victor, no! Full charge!
I thought there was something very clever about the fact that this Frankenstein story seems to take from a number of different Frankenstein stories and takes ideas that have kind of become part of the popular myth and sort of slam them together to make one coherent, new sort of telling of Frankenstein.
The relationship between Igor and Victor is really codependent, actually, in a very unhealthy way. And they are brilliant for each other and violently bad for each other. And what's really interesting about what Paul's done is he plays with the fact that he's not just a servant, he's also an equal. And in some ways, even more genius than this mad scientist.
You have the chance to be part of something. What?
Being electrocuted?
Chased by monsters and hunted by the police. Well, if you're going to concentrate on the dark side...
I promise you this is like the most original script that I've read coming out of a studio, because although it's got a name that everybody recognises, it bears so little resemblance to other incarnations of it.
I don't know why whenever I say mad, I go like this. All mad people that I play just go around going, I'm so mad, look at my hands.
Be careful, Mr. Frankenstein. You toy with wrathful forces.
Cannot argue with that.